how you're doing post-discharge and how medications are going.
Oh.
So, normally these medications have to be taken as prescribed.
Right. Can I see that? Can I see one of those papers, though?
Your paper, yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
and I'll give you this one because you're
is that might be the one that I'm trying to read.
Let me write exactly the dosage. Okay. So it's the yellow.
Yeah. So this one I signed. It says here, I'm aware that it's my choice to either accept or refuse prescribed medication. So I mean, that's it there. I can take it twice a day. I can take it once a day. I can take it whenever I feel like it. To be honest.
That's not the way it works.
That's what it says right here on the paper.
Where?
Right here. It's the very first line.
Uh-huh.
So I mean, I don't argue with what's printed there. Did you read that?
No. Yeah, but
did you read that?
It doesn't say you can take it once a day, twice a day, every other day.
It says that it's my discretion to take it.
I know. But the important thing here is that you need to take the medication and you need to take the
I don't need to take the medication. It's what it says there is what is my free will to take medication as I deem necessary for myself.
Okay. But we believe that
and I think that belief is actually against what is actually accurate to my own understanding. So that's why I'm kind of here to see how these phrases have come.
Because our belief is for you to be taking these medications that are going to help you.
Well, can I see the paper one more time, please?
Oh, sure, it's your paper. I don't need it anymore.
Thank you. I understand that the medication listed below is prescribed to me. I am aware that it is my choice to accept or refuse prescribed medication.
Then let me ask you something.
I just want to continue reading it. I have also been advised to notify other treating physicians of the medications, which I don't have one at the moment. And, I and my legal guardian, these are my parents, have been informed verbally in writing, my native language. All of that is just jargon. Mm-hmm. So what you're telling me now is this next line: I have been informed of the importance, as available, of continuing my treatment on a regularly scheduled basis. Mm-hmm. And I have been informed, you're going to inform me of the possible adverse reactions and side effects. And that's all. My mom lied to the police and said that I was going to kill someone. That's what the police report says.
I didn't lie to the police.
I've never said that. At all. Mm-hmm. So, I don't know where that's coming from.
Why would she lie then if you didn't say that?
You have to. She's sitting right in front of you. You have to ask her.
Those are the words that came out of his mouth.
I never said anything like that. I never said anything like that.
And then I heard the police knocking on the door.
And then you heard the police knocking on the door.
Yeah, because I called and it seemed like forever before they got there.
I asked for the police to come. I said it would be okay for her to call the police. Mm-hmm. I would never say, I'm going to kill someone. Who was I going to kill?
He sent me a text on May 31st that
now
said...
that's different. That's
said,
that's just
God,
hilarious.
Can you please find a way for my mom to murder herself?
Now that doesn't imply that I'm going to kill anybody. Those are words.
See, this is what we have to put up with. He's so smart, but he can't, go out there and get it.
I have, go ahead.
He has occupied 2 rooms in my condo, in our condo, and he says that, he has it under lock and key. We can't even get into it. He doesn't pay any, out of the goodness of our heart, we have let him stay with us because he doesn't have a job. And now he's taking over. And we can't even talk to him. Everything is above our level.
You can talk to me right now. I've been trying to have conversations with them forever. Forever. For years. For years, in fact.
Yeah, but we don't communicate with you on your level. So everything is a put down.
That is your reaction, yes.
So how do you feel right now? Or how have you been feeling since...
I'm sure it is.
And we can't do anything, so...
Well, what I think is that my mom is psychologically abusive. She doesn't answer any questions. She uses silence as a game. And when we get into an argument, she will just walk away and won't ever talk to me again until I talk first. And that's how it's always been. I get anywhere with the topics that I would like to discuss. It's my mom mainly. She will deflect the topics and just say that I should have. It turns into like a point finger. Why haven't you? Why aren't you? When will you? Things like that.
Because he wants to talk about marijuana. And I don't.
Okay,
that's
so
not my
right,
subject.
so right there, that is one of the subjects, but that's not
That's
a
the
sub.
only subject.
The things that I'm trying to get at are my sexuality and things in my family.
Let's talk about the marijuana.
Well, we don't have to talk about that. What I'm trying to tell
But I
you.
want to ask you about that.
Well, I don't want to talk about that at the moment. What I'm trying to stay on is the topic at hand, which is why will my mom not talk about things that are upsetting to me, like bullying me or, getting upset when I was little for not being able to communicate better.
That's something you have to talk to your mom about.
Well,
But right now, time is limited, and we want to focus on some things.
I thought this was a therapy session.
No, this is not a therapy session.
That's what they told me outside.
No, this is not therapy.
Use disorder, severe dependence, and patient with a history of cannabis abuse. I would like to know how your department came to that if you have just asked me.
I just met you, so I can't answer that question.
Okay,
I'm
well,
asking
how
you
can I find
now-
that out?
I don't know. I'm asking you now, how often do you use marijuana?
I don't want to give that information out. I don't even think that I use marijuana at this moment.
When was the last time you used marijuana?
I don't think I've ever used marijuana in my life.
Oh my goodness.
I don't think that's true.
Well, can you prove it?
He's
No,
been using
but-
since
Okay.
If they
12
put a
years.
diagnosis like that, there has to be evidence to that. You know
That,
what I mean?
and then that's what I want. I want that evidence.
I don't have it.
Okay, well, I don't
But
think
I
that this
need
is going
you-
to go
I
anywhere.
need
It
you
says
to answer
patient
the
with a
question.
history of.
No, we're not doing anything here, Hansel.
I'm trying to ask questions to get
Questions that I
info.
can't answer.
Well, here's the
This is the
thing.
first time I'm meeting you.
There's several things he asked us, 2 questions that we can't answer.
Oh, of course.
Here's the
You have
thing.
a lot of questions.
I was
We can
Baker.
answer.
I was Baker acted, and these referral notes say patient with a history of cannabis abuse. This was put down before your question about how often. If I answer how often, let's say 0 times, this is wrong, and it's I don't know what it is.
You're not even answering my question. You're not even telling me about the cannabis use.
I'm not telling you about cannabis use because I would like to know how this came to be on a piece of paper that
I
it
can't
says.
answer that question. I don't know.
Will you be able to answer it in court?
No.
Then I think that this department has initially smeared a reputation that you have no evidence for.
The policeman asked me if you were using drugs, and I said marijuana.
That's okay, but patient with a history of cannabis abuse is something very different.
Well, if you're using it for 10 years, it's considered abuse.
He's been using it for 10 years?
Oh, 12, probably.
12 years every day?
Most likely, and more than once.
That is a history of abuse.
So my mom never sees me smoking.
But I can smell it, and I can tell.
Oh, if she can smell it, then that's evidence.
That's not really evidence. That's just hearsay. You don't have any specific information right
I
now.
can't hear smoke.
Excuse me. You have no specific information to write this down right now. My mom could just be lying to you. Do you understand that?
Hansel, I know. I know. I haven't been in your house. I'm taking things as I hear them.
Thank you. Well, taking things as they hear them is what got me here in the first place, and I was discharged without having any withdrawal symptoms. Without
Okay.
any withdrawal symptoms.
Okay.
So I don't know why
But it's
this
important if you have used
cannabis.
12 years to let me know that because you're not answering.
I don't need to let you know anything, actually. I don't.
Okay. What else do you want from this session? Because it seems like This is really not going anywhere.
Well, I was told that I would be meeting with you at 3 p.m. At 3:40, Dr. Rodriguez came and said that I would be meeting with him instead. I declined that. I said that I had left numerous messages to call to speak with.
You could have seen anybody. I mean,
to call to speak with you beforehand.
That says something, but it's not set in stone. You can see here anybody, because I may not have been here.
What you're telling me is that the words that people write that were in charge of me are not set in stone. And I'm telling you that I called since Monday to confirm this and never got in touch with anybody. I can show you my phone records.
I know, but let's say that that doctor that says there is not available, then you would have seen any other doctor. That happens in anywhere that you go. Nothing is set in stone. If the doctor's not available, you get seen by another doctor.
Or then just leave.
It's your choice. Nobody's forcing you.
Well, that's not what you said about my medication.
They gave you medications for how many days?
I actually don't know. It doesn't say here.
The bottles that they give you, how many pills did they give you? Like 14 or like
Oh, it might have
60?
been 14. Yeah, I don't know. 14, yeah.
Normally they do 7 days, so it should have been 14.
Okay.
So that means how many do you have left?
A lot. I haven't really been taking them. I have no need for them. I don't present any withdrawal symptoms. I don't present any need for these medications. And furthermore, when I take these medications, my heart rate spikes in a way that these medications are hurting my health. I was better off not taking these medications. I asked not to be put on medication. They continuously called my parents and bullied them and bullied me into taking these medications and told me that I would be forced to take these and that I would have to go to court. All throughout that time, I was under, I guess, is it hospice care or whatever, wake up, eat 3 meals a day, converse with the other people who were there. It was fine. It was great. I actually wanted to stay there a little bit longer because some of the people that I made friends with, I guess you could say, they were nice to talk to. It was nice to be there. It was nice to be there, so much so that during this week I came back and asked, did I not do that? To see if I could stay here voluntarily until this meeting today. Right?
And what did they say?
You came to see someone who came for your medical records.
Right, but I stayed down here, correct?
Yeah, you came down and I don't know who you talked to.
Well, I was talking to someone in receptionist and I never got to see anybody. I was here for exactly probably the same amount of time or longer. And we never saw anybody. No one came out to see us. I wanted to stay here. I wanted to stay here voluntarily from, where were we? Thursday or Wednesday, right? Wednesday, Thursday, and then Friday. I would just be here and we'd be talking, sipping on margaritas or something.
Yeah, unfortunately, there's no margaritas inside. But I do think that you need medication. Now, if this medication is not helping you, we can change it for something else.
I don't even have a primary care physician to get a second opinion right now, so I'm going to...
The primary care physician takes care of the physical problems.
Right.
They're not psychiatrists.
Well, I have no psychiatric problems right now.
Okay.
Okay? And I...
Are you sleeping well?
Yeah, I'm sleeping great.
The whole night?
No, he's up all night.
My sleeping pattern is my own, correct? I don't need to sleep when people tell me to sleep.
How many hours do you sleep?
I don't know. I feel great.
But that would be something you do know because you're the one that's sleeping.
I don't really care to tell you this information. And not telling...
Why did you come today, counsel?
Because I thought that I was... I'm going to tell you right now. I do care. I care about why my reputation has been smeared, why it says I have a substance-induced psychotic disorder when they could not find... I read this, and the ICD, they updated it last, I would say September from what I read, September of 2017, to include F19.959, to include substance-induced psychotic disorder, a description that was previously not recordable. and they would not tell me what that substance was. I haven't gotten my blood work back. I haven't gotten my urine analysis. I haven't gotten any medical.
Blood work and urine?
Yes.
Okay. Normally, if they don't tell you anything, it's because everything came out well.
Well, if everything came out well, why am I listed with a psychotic disorder? You understand that that it's okay for me to be a little upset with this right now, because no one has been able to tell me why they've smeared my medical record like this. This is the only sheet that I have right now, and my dad was told that it would take about 30 days.
There is something here that say that your labs came back positive for cannabis. So
Okay.
that means you must have used it. So that's evidence.
Maybe I walked through South
So
Beach.
that's evidence for them to write something.
It doesn't mean
like that.
anything, actually. You
But
don't.
it's positive for cannabis. It
Well,
doesn't
positive
work
for
like that.
cannabis doesn't actually mean that I'm using it. You have
Of
to.
course it does.
No, it doesn't.
Yes.
It means that I could have inhaled it walking along the beach in South Beach. It doesn't mean that at all.
If you're inhaling
And we
it,
can
it
go to
doesn't
court.
come out in the urine.
We can go to court and do that. We can go to court and
No,
check it.
We're not going to go to court and check it. If it's there, that's evidence.
That's a small thing. Do you
So
have
we
the
have two choices.
Do you have the potency for cannabis use on that paper?
No. It just says
Do you have
your
the,
labs came back positive for cannabis. That's it.
And is the lab always right?
For those labs, yeah.
Well, then maybe I can get a second opinion and we can do that. Because I don't think that it would come out the same way the next time that I did this.
Here.
Do you understand this?
Yeah, no, I know. There's two choices
Thank you.
here. Or we change the medication and we give you
Again, it
prescription
says
for a new medication.
you can change the medication.
Or you go back in and you get your medication changed inside.
See,
Those
then
are the two choices.
you can change the medication as you wish. I was discharged voluntarily. You are here speaking with me, and now you're bullying me because I'm arguing with you.
Well, you're arguing
She's
with
not
me,
bullying you.
and I'm
Yes.
not bullying you.
Yes,
Yeah,
you are.
so I don't
When
bully
you
anybody.
tell me
I'm
that
giving you
I
two
can
choices.
either take drugs or I can be forcefully admitted again, where they will force me to take more drugs.
That's not bullying.
That's not bullying.
That's
and it's a,
a
different
bullying.
Drug. You're complaining.
That's a
that
bullying
it causes
tactic.
tachycardia, right? That's not the only medication that exists. There's others that we can try.
Water, a
But
good
it
diet.
doesn't seem that you wanna try that. So I mean,
Excuse me.
Those are the
I'm
two
going.
choices.
No, those are not the two choices.
Well,
I
I'm
am
saying that
aware.
they are.
I am aware. This is a discharge instruction sheet, is what
I
this
know.
says.
I know. So which one of the two is it gonna be?
I am aware that it is my choice either to accept or refuse the prescribed medication. I signed this paper.
I know, but again, if you are admitted involuntarily, it's the same process.
Discharge
Either
instruction
you go to
sheet.
court, or you take a different medication that is going to suit you better. Those are the choices.
These are the medications that I have here,
Yeah, the medications that you're not taking
and
because they cause
as we
tachycardia. That's what
and
it
as
says.
we have discussed, I don't have any evidence that I have a psychiatric disorder.
When you get
When
mad, what do you do?
When you get your medical records, they'll tell you.
When you
Okay,
get,
are you comfortable with him going home with you? Is
You
he
know,
a
we
threat to
have-
himself or others right now? I
He-
mean,
I'm
That's-
not a threat to anybody.
that's
That
when,
just
when he
let
gets
them answer.
mad. When he gets mad, he throws things. He hasn't done it in since June 14th to when we took him out. But before that, as soon as he got mad, he would take everything and he would take whatever and throw it,
Now
break
the-
it,
now- Now,
I
this
mean-
is what I'm trying to fight against, because
And then
I
he uses all these
asked.
ugly, dirty words on me.
Yes,
know.
I'm allowed to use whatever words
No,
I
you're
want.
not. That's
You're
called
only-
violence.
You're only allowed to cover your ears.
Right.
It's verbal abuse.
so you
and,
understand what I'm saying? Those are the two choices.
I'm not trying to
Either
argue.
admitting him again or changing the medication around so that he tries something different. Because I mean, you don't have to take something that's gonna be causing tachycardia or causing some side effect. You know,
Yeah,
we're
but he
not
said
gonna-
he likes it here. I mean,
Again, this is not a hotel. This is
Yeah.
a psychiatric unit where you are here for a fixed amount of time and then you have to leave.
right. I would really like him out of the house. He's 31.
No,
You know-
I know. But for that first, you would have to take something that'll help him. and that would mean something different than the referral.
I'm sorry, why do you think that I'm not being helped right now? Something that will help
I think
me.
you need to take medication.
But that's, thank you for your opinion.
We can change it.
But Dr. Estrada had told me that they were only going to try the Risperdal. And then he
Yeah, but he's not taking it like he's supposed to.
right, but the thing is that they didn't only give him Risperdal, they gave him all these other medications.
Which
is just to
they-
sleep, which he's not taking.
No, they
But
gave me
then-
medications that are not listed on this paper.
Well,
Which ones did they give you?
I don't know. Me and my dad tried to find out. They
there
they forced me to take medications that are not listed on this paper.
There could be medication that I signed for that's not here. Because I didn't sign this paper.
No, these are my discharge
Yeah, the
papers.
paper that my husband signed had Risperdal, and she circled it. She said that's the main one because it's a new medication, the main one that they want to try.
Okay.
But then at the top of that paper there was a whole list of all these other that she said, well, we're not going to go into that,
Okay.
but apparently according to him, they must have.
Yeah,
given
they
him
gave
those
me
ones.
a fourth pill, and they gave me a pink liquid.
There could have been
Well,
a fourth
here-
medication.
Here,
On-
they only prescribed you with Risperdal and Trilactol. What do you have there?
I know that it's what you're reading.
Yeah, no, it's here. They write what they're giving you.
Okay,
So
so
there wasn't any other medication.
So-
Those
What
were
did the
ones that you tried.
what did the trialactol look like?
I don't know.
But is it a
It's called
pill?
carbazepine, Trilactol, and it's
Okay.
300 milligrams twice a day.
So it's a pill.
It's a pill. It's a tablet, and the other one is a tablet too.
so when you say that you're going to give me drugs to help me, what are they helping me do?
Oh, for one, to sleep.
No, I just
Well,
told
no.
you that I'm sleeping really well.
But there
Well,
is
that's not what they're saying.
But I'm
They're
telling
probably
you,
sleeping.
it's not a one-bedroom studio. Even if I have the TV on, they don't know if I'm sleeping because the door is closed. They don't know
Door is
what's
locked.
going. Right. So I don't know
But-
why you keep on taking my mom's opinion as if it's truth and sacrosanct.
Well, we have
Because
to
she could
finish
tell the
this
difference.
like in 5 minutes, so I need to know what,
I
what we're
need.
gonna do. You know,
You're
I don't
bullying
know,
me.
okay?
You're actually bullying me.
No, I'm not
See,
bullying.
his
You-
idea of bullying, that's what he uses on me too.
They're
So I
telling
need
me
your
to
guys to
take,
tell me,
Mom,
are
they're
we
telling
switching
me
medication?
that I have to take drugs or they're going to
Readmit.
admit it. Or they're going to readmit me. They're going to tell me to take drugs
But the-
and force me to take drugs, even though on this paper, the very second sentence says, I am aware that it is my choice to either accept or refuse prescribed medication. So you can prescribe me all the medication you would like to.
But then
Prescribe it.
You don't want to take the medication, so that's fine. That's fine. You don't want to take the medication, but when you go home, don't try to bully us and tell us that you know more than we do.
Exactly.
You have a choice.
So
You
pres-
go home
At
and
the
live in
end-
our
At
rules.
the end, you always have a choice. That's our
Oh, okay.
opinion.
Oh, okay.
That's
Thank you.
our
Oh,
opinion. I mean,
all right.
You're a human being. Every human being has a choice.
I see. Okay. Okay.
But
Now it's a little bit
my
better.
opinion
And
is that we should change it. And we can
we
change
hope it's
something
for
else.
And if you change, sorry, go ahead. Go ahead.
we hope all of this is for your betterment, Hansel. And
Dad, they're telling me to take drugs because I can't sleep, and they don't even know if that's true or not. I just said that I can sleep, and you're not taking my opinion into account.
But when you were here, when the first night they gave you the medication.
Oh,
actually-
by the way, when I was on the medication, that's when I wasn't being able to sleep.
Right, and so that's when Nikita called and asked me if I would come in and sign for
For
Benadryl.
the Benadryl. Okay.
And then I went and I did my research and found that Benadryl was addictive and it will spike his sugar. And he's
Benadryl is not addicting. None of the medications that they give you are addicting.
no, according
Benadryl
to
is addictive, and it's
Yes.
actually banned in several different
according
countries.
to the pharmacist, and even online it says that it has to be taken with caution.
So now I'm
All
under the
medications have to be taken with caution, but it's not
All
an addicting
medication.
But I got that from the
Wow.
pharmacist, and it's online that it.
Well,
Mom, I'm on
we
your
went
side
to
on
med
this
school
one.
We went to med school for something, so
well,
it's not an addicting medication. No, all medications have to be taken with caution.
Okay, right. Wait. Okay, let me just correct that. Benadryl is not addictive if it's taken like once in a while. But
Nothing is
continuous-
addictive like that.
Continuously, if he was having trouble sleeping every night and they had given it to him every single night, he would become addictive.
And in conjunction with other medication, it's not so kosher. So that's why I didn't sign for Benadryl.
Yeah, and it does raise, it spikes the blood sugar. And in my family, the men they're prone to diabetes.
Okay.
So I
Does
didn't want
he
to
take
start.
any other medications for any other medical issues?
I don't think so.
You don't take any other meds?
Not that I know of.
Okay. So.
Okay, so this is done, right?
The medication to something else. Okay.
You can input into the computer whatever you'd like.
Well,
And I'll send the prescription to the pharmacy.
I just
Now,
wanted the Risperdal for him to keep him calm and not blow
That's
up.
what I want too.
But I didn't want to mix with the
No,
because
if-
I asked Dr. Estrada specifically, is it only the Risperdal? And
Okay.
she said yes. So I don't know why when he came home he said he got 5 different medications.
Well, there's
Because
only
they're
3.
lying to me, that's why.
There's only 3, and if he doesn't take the Benadryl, then it's only 2.
This is what
Risperdal and Trilaptol. That's
But then
it.
you said that they gave you 5.
No, they
Yes,
never gave
and-
me 5. They never gave
Excuse me, don't tell me ever again what I'm telling you to be true, please. Because I can't sleep.
You are saying that you are not taking the medication because it's causing tachycardia. So that's a sign.
I also said
I'm
that I
assuming that
didn't
you don't want to
want.
take the medication twice a day from now on, right? The same
Excuse
one?
me. I said that I didn't.
Answer that question.
I said that I did not need the medication at all.
That medication, are you willing to take it twice a day, every day, like you should? The same ones?
I do not need medication.
Well, I believe you do.
But that's your opinion.
We need to act. We need to be
Then-
like a family.
Then please discuss things like I, in my tone, can discuss things.
That's what we're discussing. But at home,
The
we
reason
don't.
that they discharged me so easily was because they saw how I communicated well with other people around me. I admitted when mom came in
And you were taking those medications.
No, I
when you
wasn't.
were here.
I was being forced to.
But you were taking them. You were being forced, but they were in your system.
I don't know
Right.
why you keep trying to say that the medications are helping.
But have
I'm
you
just stating a fact. When you were here, if you were forced, you actually took the medication in.
But I
It
did.
wasn't your
That
body.
did not happen until the 4th day that I was here.
I know.
So,
But it happened
so
from
whatever
the
your.
4th day on.
Right, but
Oh
she's
my
saying,
God.
I'm
but
stating a fact.
she's saying if they forced you, then means that the medication went into your system.
Exactly. That's
That's what
plain
force
simple.
means.
She's going to try to imply that whatever my disposition was in part due to the medication, and that's not true.
But medication have a way of calming people down.
Of course.
Yes.
That's what
All
we take
those
medication
psychotic
for.
drugs.
Yes, Mom, it'll do that for anyone, whether they're calm or even calmer.
so why
That's why some people go into cardiac arrest
That's
because
why
it
some people look
it shuts.
like zombies. because
Yes.
but they
That's
have a
why
way-
you didn't sign as proxy, Mom, because
So
you
what
know
we're
these
gonna do
medications
is
are
that
bad.
I'm gonna give him 1 more month's supply of those same medications,
Holy
and
crap.
he should take it twice a day, every day, as prescribed.
How do I get these labels off? Substance-induced psychotic
I don't
disorder.
know.
well
How do you not know?
No, I don't know. Go on with that.
maybe if you take your medication as prescribed, Rancho,
Yeah.
and maybe
I
If you're-
don't.
Your behavior right now is so beautiful, but
Thank
when we
you.
go home, it's a different story.
It's a different story because that's our
It's a
home, and we're
fresco.
allowed to.
Yes.
We're allowed to be
Okay, but I
angry
don't wanna
and
get
yell.
bad words.
183rd Street
Yes,
Yeah.
and
and
57.
58.
We're allowed to
Yeah.
yell. We're allowed
Not
to
use the bad words.
So basically you're actually just upset because I use bad words.
Yeah, they're
You're
they're
very-
So you're
violent.
getting her to give me drugs because I use bad words.
You need to calm down because you get.
Stop saying that. I am
you,
calm.
You get you.
I know how to be calm. The drugs
I
that they
like my
gave me
rooms
put me
calm.
into tachycardia because I was calm already.
I would like my rooms back. I would like ownership of my condo.
Then take me to court.
Why do I have to take you to court?
Because you
You
don't
have no
keep
right.
you don't keep the house in a good shape.
Neither do you.
Yes,
that
I
has
do.
nothing to do with it.
Yes, I
I
do.
want my rooms back.
You don't get to tell me that right now.
I want to get.
You
my
don't
rooms
get to
back.
put me on drugs because I say bad words to you. This is ridiculous.
I would like.
Yeah, I am allowed to get mad with that. You're giving her the authority to put me on drugs because I say bad words to you.
Because of your ugly attitude.
It's not my ugly attitude. I barely even... I don't even know how to deal with it anymore. I've been trying to get through to you for years.
You need to be out with people your own age instead of us
Okay.
hanging out with us.
I need a quick signature from you and then we're done. Okay?